Hey. Sorry, I was having a conversation with this white hair. This gray hair is trying to take over my life right now. I'm not really feeling it. Hey, Audrey. Hey, Destiny. Y'all share this so we can get the people on here and let everybody know. I'm only gonna be here for probably about 10 minutes or so, 10 or 15 minutes. Um, I wanted to share some news with you guys, have a quick conversation with you guys. Also, get a chance to just chat it up for a second. So go ahead and share this and let people know that Pastor Bruce is doing something that he don't usually be doing. Because I don't usually find myself on. I'm not usually on Facebook Live and doing all that kind of stuff. And um, so yes. Hurry up. Listen. Time is going quick. I'm just gonna spend a couple minutes on here talking to y'all. I'm gonna show you guys something, and then we're gonna get off. But I'm gonna go ahead. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead and start. Just so I don't belabor the time, because some people will go back and catch this later. But I did just want to talk a little bit about recovering from failure, and I think it's something that's very important to talk about because a lot of people all experience failure, and my style of preaching are very confrontational and very inspirational. But I try to be real and always share the fact that failure is not final. Failure is a prerequisite to success, and you won't find true success in your life until you have failed enough times. Pastor Bill, good to see you, man. Love you, bro. You got to stay on this. I want you to see something. You got to stay on. Um, but failure is what actually gets you to your success. And so, success is failing enough times until you realize what actually works. And so, really quick, just a few points I want to talk about as far as recovering from failure, because um, I think if we can recover well, we can see true success in our lives. And so the first one is be honest and reflective about it. Um, Not trying to act like it didn't happen, but embracing the failure, embracing the reason for it. Because the thing about it is, you have to learn the lessons along the way from the journey. I never forget years ago, I saw a video of Bishop Jakes preaching, and he made the statement that sometimes it's not the destiny that's most important, but it's the lessons you learn along the way that are super important. So being honest about where you fail, like where did I fail in this relationship, where did I fail in this job, in this career, this class, whatever I'm doing, what did I do so I can take those steps and say, you know what, I'm not gonna do this again, not gonna do that. Hey Jonathan, how you doing, man? I even taught a lesson just a few weeks ago at our church about regret. How you have to embrace the regret. You have to embrace it, because what happens is when you embrace the regret, you'll never make that mistake again. So acknowledging the regret, it gives you make better decisions the next time, right? Because as you're making the decisions, you're not just considering the benefits, but you're also considering future regrets. And sometimes you say, you know what, I'll make better decisions when I realize if I make this certain decision, you know what, I'm probably gonna regret it later on, so I'm not gonna make that decision anymore. Regret also makes you a little more self-aware, self-aware of who you are, because you realize what you failed to. And so sometimes you have to have regrets, and they can be useful because you realize, once again, moving past the situation, I don't make that mistake again. All right. So being honest about your failure, being honest about what happened. Right. The second one is reset your paradigm, reset how you think. If you know what you did that caused the failure, being honest with yourself, you know what you did to cause that failure to happen, then you reset your paradigm, you change. Let me, how you doing? Then you change your thinking, you change how you've been doing things, you change your connections, you change who you've been hanging around with, you change some of the stuff you watch, you change some of your shows, you unfollow some people, you block some people, you move things out of your way that are blocking you getting to your true success. Right. So really getting to that point. I'm moving through it quickly. I want to show you guys something. Where we at? Oh, make sure you learn from it. And the reason why I had to say make sure you learn from it versus the first one when I said, what was it? Be honest, is because you have to learn the lesson in the failure. Learn the lesson in the failure. If you don't learn the lesson in the failure, then you'll just keep on failing. And it's one thing I said in my church one time, and it's kind of like what? I said, it's the love of God that keeps me in a cycle, right? Until it's time we deliver. It's the love of God that keeps me in a cycle. Pastor Bill, don't log off. Listen what I'm about to say. If God didn't love me, if he didn't care for me, if he didn't have better for me, then he would have killed me the first time I messed up. You have to realize that the cycle is the fact that it's not a totally different scenario. It's that same area in your life you got to work on. That same area, hey, Mizani, it's the same area in your life you got to work on. That same relationship, that same mindset, that same attitude you have. and for anything, y'all be fasting and praying. I'm trying to get close to God. And the first thing God do when you start fasting is He expose that one area in your life that you've been trying to fight. you got it's some of y'all that got a bad attitude, and you say, you know what, I need to fast, I need da. And as soon as you start fasting, that one person that triggers you, that one person that easily sets you off, listen, they the first person gonna call you the first day you'll fast just to see how you respond. And I even told some other day, I said, we got to realize that deliverance, hey, Sister Charmaine, you got to realize that deliverance is not a one-day thing, but it can be seen in a day. I said, because what happens is you can get delivered on Sunday, and on Monday, you can respond to something differently than how you did on Friday. And so a lot of times, we have people, God changed me, God does that. God has to confront you first. He has to apply pressure in order for that change to come. And so you're asking God to change you. You're asking God to expand you, elevate you, take me into the deep. God sometimes has to put you through hard situations, because I told y'all the other week, He's an investor, and He has to make sure that anything He invests on is going to bring a good return back to Him. Steph, what's going on, man? So you have to make sure that when you ask God to take these high places in Him, and you want to see His glory, you want to see all this kind of stuff, you got to get ready for the warfare that comes with it. You have to be ready to be. Thank you, Bill. You have to be ready to be confronted with that area of your life that you got to move out the way. But it's His love that keeps you in that cycle. If He didn't love you, He'd say, "Oh, do away with her." But you know what? I'm gonna keep you in it long enough. Or here's another point I love. I'll talk about that. It's easier for me to serve the goodness of God, but it's hard for me to serve the faithfulness of God. Listen, the goodness of God would have took them out of Egypt as soon as He decided to. But He says, I'm gonna keep you in it long enough so that when you come out of it, there'll be another level of worship, right? So the goodness of God snatches you out, but the faithfulness of God sustains you in the hard season. That's why He's faithful, because you never lose faith in Him. He never walks away from you, but He sustains you in that season. So making sure that when you're dealing with failure, you're dealing with loss in your life, dealing with regret, you're dealing with regret. When you're dealing with those things, make sure that you put yourself in a position to say, what can I learn from this? Because if you don't learn anything, you're going to see it once again. You keep on seeing it, all right? So we talked about being honest about it. We talked about resetting your paradigm. We talked about actually learning from it, right? Here's the other part. Don't cast blame. Pastor Bruce, what are you talking about? Because you know good and well, I like to blame everybody else for my trauma. I don't want to deal with it myself. I don't want to take responsibility for the errors I made in my life. I want to blame it on my daddy, my mom, my uncle, my sister, my ex-boyfriend, my this and that. I want to blame all these people instead of saying, you know what part did I play in it? I'll never forget Andy Stanley Jr., who was doing a leadership talk, and he made a statement. He says, I played a major part in every bad decision I've ever made in my life. And if you're going to move forward in life, if you're going to progress in life, if you're going to be something in life, if you're going to have healthy relationships, a healthy mindset, and a healthy career, all these type of things, you have to take responsibility for your part in the demise. You have to take responsibility for your part in the failure. Who did I say too much to? Philip, hey, what's going on, man? Good to see you, man. Davon, good to love you, man. Who did I talk too much to? Who did I share my business with that I knew couldn't handle it? They had the capacity to handle it. Like who did I trust too much? You know what I'm saying? Who did I let in too early? Like, what part did I play? And now I'm sitting here tricked. Now I'm sitting here feeling like a failure because of something I did. Yeah, what they did was a response to what I did. And so it's not until I take responsibility for my part in it. Joel, love you, man. It's not until I take responsibility for my part in the whole scenario that I can really see myself moving past it. And the problem with some of us is we're too busy waiting for everybody to come apologize to us. When there are some people we need to apologize to. I did not mean to say that. we want everybody to line up and apologize to me. Bruce, I'm so sorry to this. Bruce, I'm so sorry. When the last time you picked up the phone and called somebody and said, you know what, the conversation we had the other day, I was wrong about that. Or when the last thing was somebody said, you know what, I've been talking about you, and you know what, I got to get off my chest. I apologize. But we don't like that. Because why? Because it goes back to the top when we talk about confrontation. You being alone by yourself, having to confront those things in your life that you need to work on. Here we go. Ready? I got two more. Second one is don't look back. Learn from it, but don't live there. You hear me? Learn from it, but don't live there. Take what you can get from that failure, from that situation. Take what you can get out of that and move forward with it, right? Julian, good to see you, man, theologian. Take what you can get out of that, learn from it, but you got to keep on trucking. Keep on moving. Because the worst thing you can do is keep reverting back to your failure. When you're trying to be in a new church or new ministry, the last thing I want you doing is thinking about what how you failed in the last marriage or what didn't work back then. If you're trying to build a new relationship, the worst you can do is try to compare this relationship to the old relationship. It's toxic and it's not going to work. So you have to get to a point where you're like, you know what? I learned from it. I'm changing my mindset. I'm resetting my paradigm. I'm doing all these things. I'm taking responsibility where I need to take responsibility. And the last one, I'm not going to blame others for this. I'm taking my responsibility, right? But then here's the last one is be willing to try again. Be willing to try again. Because we hear all these stories about Michael Jackson didn't make the basketball team. Oprah got denied by this. Steve Jobs this. We see that, right? But we don't see how anywhere where they stopped. No, what gets you to your success is you keep on trying until you figure out what works. I told you that's the definition of success. It's failing so many times until you figure out what works. So making sure that you have yourself in a position to where you're willing to fail. You're willing to fail. I never forget. I thought it was the craziest thing. I had to watch the whole entire thing. I guess it worked out in his favor. But Jamal Bryant preached Megafest years ago, probably 2007 or something like that. And the title of his message to a whole arena full of young people was, "I hope you fail." And he talked about it's not until you fail, until you learn what gets you to your success. And so, how do you recover from failure? You try again. You keep on going, because the last thing you want to do, and if this younger is here, you say keep going. But the last thing you want to do is find yourself sitting on the sideline watching everybody do what you probably could do better. Nothing's worse than seeing somebody bitter because somebody's going around doing something that they could do better. Well, the reason you may do it better, but they had the discipline, the focus, and the willingness to keep trying to find that place of success. And here you are bitter because you failed one time and gave up. It's not going to work. So this is going to be a season I want you guys to really try. I've been telling our church to take risks. This season I really want you to really take in every failure that you've experienced, take it and learn from it, take it and dissect it. Then what I say, reset your paradigm. Once you found out what didn't work, reset your mind. I'm not doing this anymore. Someone asked, how do you get over things the other day when I was doing a question on Instagram. And I said, the way you do that is for every negative thing, you have to find a positive alternative. You have to replace it with something, because you can't just say, for instance, you can't just say, all right, well, I'm going to stop eating so much sugar. Well, I'm going to stop eating sugar, but I'm going to replace it with eating more fruits and vegetables. So you have to find something. I was addicted to this. Well, let's not do that anymore, but we're going to do it in place of that. All right. So if you don't have anything to replace it with, then you're definitely going to go back to it because that's all you knew. All right. But I want this. I'm talking ears off. I want to show you guys something that's super exciting. I'm going to, I hope you guys enjoy like a little 10-minute conversation that we just had. But this is something that I've been working on since about November. And it was a big act of faith and with a lot of encouragement from my wife and my friend Pastor Bill and a lot of my church members and people I know to get this done. And so I feel like a little kid right now. I want to show y'all something and tell me what you think about it. All right, 1 second. Oh wait, it may have to come on Instagram. I had a video to show y'all, and hold on, I see chats in here. I had a video to show, and it was really dope. I'm about to do like the most ghetto thing. If y'all make fun of me, I promise you, I'm gonna unfriend you. I'm about to play it on my phone. I hold my phone up to this, but it has like audio to everything. But you'll see like the full thing on Instagram. It's acting really funny. We're trying to upload. 1 second. All right. Hold on. All right, here we go. They fixed everything, so honestly, I really don't care. But yeah. You'll catch the oh wait, it's processing. So I'm gonna keep talking to y'all. Ask me some questions real quick, y'all. Give me like 2 minutes. Let me see some questions. We talked about restarting. We talked about it's not ghetto. Do what you gotta do. Who is your photographer, Pastor? Yo, my photographer, Pastor Darius from Harvest City Church. Yo, I went. My wife got me a trip down there to go. Love you, Enoch, man. I can't wait. I want you to see this too, Enoch. Got me a trip down to go do a photo shoot with him. Just get some new stuff, trying to be that pastor, whatever. And he did a phenomenal job, and he did a phenomenal job, like getting me ready for it and really making me feel like I was some kind of model. And so it really worked out. Let me see some questions really quick, guys. Give me like 2 minutes. Let it finish processing, so I can show you guys. But let me get one question. It's okay. We're here, Pastor. I see the numbers going up. We got 17 people, so I want 17 people to watch this. You are that, Pastor. These are great nuggets. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Watch this, guys. All right, watch this. I know what it feels like to seem like a public success while at the same time realizing that you are in some way, shape, or form a private failure. I know what it feels like to have to put on a facade in front of people, knowing that deep down on the inside you're dying. I know what it feels like to have some sense of success hit my life, and then in just a matter of a day, it's all gone. And I'm wondering, where did it all go? The good news is, no matter where you are in life, no matter where you are in your journey, there's always a chance that you can restart. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yo, thank you. I'm super excited about it. Super excited. First of all, shout out to the team. So we had Marquise Smith, who played the preacher. We had my wife, Lay Soraya, and myself, Ayana. She played the successful person, but kind of, it finds herself being homeless. And then, Davon Harris, like videographer, did an amazing job. He captured exactly what I wanted. And the funny thing is, I had the concept probably like Saturday, and I know it was like Friday. I think it was. I think I text Amber Raleigh, Silver Media. I text her. I was like, "Listen, this is what I'm trying to do," and she put it together. And when I tell you, he got exactly the color grade I wanted, and all that kind of stuff, and put good work in. So, shout out to everybody who helped with that. I'm so excited for you guys. It's going to be out. You can order on the 28th, but on August 26th, we're doing like a private signing. But I want you guys to really be encouraged that, let it be a testimony, because even like Audrey's on her book came out and it's phenomenal. I read the first two. It's amazing. So anything you want to go after in life, anything you want to do, I really want you guys to go after it. This is the first of many. I just told Davon earlier, I said this is the first of many, and so I want you guys to get it. Share with everybody you know. Buy you a couple copies and just start sending to random people. I've already set a goal for myself to say I want to sell like 500 copies before July gets here, and so I think you can do it. It was a joy to shoot this for you. I appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, we did good work. So I'm super excited. This is finally coming out. We are 2 weeks away from the official release of it, and so I'll be doing some more lives and doing some more things that can promote it. But I want you guys to really get behind it. Support as we support one another. And I love you guys, and thank you for taking just a couple minutes to talk to me and kind of get a little small, quick Bible study. But yeah, man, listen, full speed ahead. There are no limits in this season. We are walking through doors without limitations. So we moved past a limitation I thought I had on myself, and I know you guys can do it too. So I love you guys. Let me pray for you guys real quick. Father, thank you so much for those who are on this live. I just pray, Lord, that we've experienced some failures in life. We've experienced some setbacks. I thank you, Lord, that you are the God of the recovery, and you are the God of the restart. And so I thank you so much for giving us a chance to recover. Thank you for your grace that tells us to get up and try again. And I thank you, Lord, that you're covering us. I thank you for your blessing our creativity. I thank you for those that are watching who can be inspired by even just this book coming out, you being inspired to write again and go after your dreams and release things. So I just pray a special blessing over you, that you move without fear, you move in the grace of God and the strength of God. In Jesus' name, amen. I love you guys. Go be great. And I will see some of y'all tomorrow at Bible study. If you're not doing anything tomorrow, join us at 5200 Midlothian Turnpike, Richmond, Virginia, 23225 for midweek Bible study. We're talking about stewardship this month. And tomorrow we're going to talk about student relationships. And so it's going to be pretty spicy. It's going to be good. So y'all be good. Have a good rest of your week if I don't see you. I love you guys. All right. Bye-bye.